those dark days, and how did you get by? How did you also forgive yourself? Because I was so mad at myself at one point.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
dude, why did you
I
let that
was,
happen? I was so, I was mad and I
Yeah.
was just really beating myself up for it. What was
Yeah.
that like for you?
I think definitely, I mean, super the same. Like, I'm usually by default hard, like on myself. But then during that time, that was like, it's hard to handle because it's not just me. Like, it's the employees, it's a team who I've been working with, like at that time, like 5-6 years.
It's a big sense of guilt, no?
Sense of guilt.
Yeah.
And kay Adriel also. Kasi she basically resigned from her like previous job to join us. And I asked her. And she wanted to.
Yeah.
But yun, so there's definitely guilt there.
What does it take to build something from nothing? Sleepless nights, impossible odds, moments of doubt, but also breakthrough, innovation, victory. Founders Only is back, bringing you inside the minds of the visionaries who refuse to quit. Real founders, real stories, real impact. Founders Only. The journey starts here.
Welcome to the latest episode of Founders Only. We are back. And again, I told you we'll be getting the OGs back. And today we'll be having someone who's been here before on Hustle Share on the previous podcast, literally around 7 years ago. No?
7 years ago, yeah.
Oh my God.
Been a while.
And I still remember he was wearing green because he's Lazao yan. Representing, I was making fun of him. Porque Lasalian ka, naka-green ka. Okay, now I'm the one wearing green. But I'm not Lasalian. That's number one. But again, 7 years. 7 years of Startup Stories, 7 years of evolution. We go full circle because today we will have a repeat founder. And I kept talking about you actually, sorry, in good light. Okay. I didn't make chismis. Of a founder who's perfectly been able to go the second route, failed one time, tried again, did it successfully, but didn't have to be Batman.
Yeah.
Okay. And you don't have to be. And today we'll be having him back. Let's welcome back to the show, Mr. James Fernando of Armada.
Hi, Ron. Super nice being here. And hey guys.
Oh, diba?
Hey viewers.
Okay, there you go. No, dude, the last time we did this, it was in my desk in Chatbot V8.
I know. I clearly remember what it was like.
Yep. I think you were episode number 3.
Episode number 3. Yeah.
So this is the 7th anniversary of Hustle Share. And we're now, again, bringing that. I felt like in 7 years when you raise a kid, that's a milestone birthday.
That's true.
Right?
That's amazing. I
felt like this is the time where we should really now come back and talk about the learnings. And you've been an OG. You cannot deny it. Tito ka na. Okay.
I know. I mean, everyone we're managing in the team right now are I don't know, 10 years younger than me.
Oh yeah, so. Bless. Okay. Before you're always the kid in the block. You know, you're the youngin, the baby boy.
You were teaching me the ways.
The ways. I don't know what the hell I taught you. Pretty sure it's stupid. But it's good. So, bro, I wanna start again. We're not gonna go through the Hustle Share Time Machine. That's on the other show.
Okay.
But if you're very curious about James' origin story, we'll put it in the description box of this episode to talk about. So you have to see how he's evolved from then 7 years ago to now. O, diba? Nice. Same hairstyle pa rin, o, diba? Pogi. No, but James, okay, walk us through the last time you've been here on Hustle Share. You were still actively doing Shirtly.
I was actively doing Shirtly. Okay. That was 2019. So that actually was a strong year for us. 2018 actually. 2018 was a really strong year. But 2019 was I guess the start of the end.
Holy shit. Okay, so walk us through this. So, being someone who's failed before as well, right? And how do I say it? There's this term called terminal lucidity.
Okay. Right.
And it's apparently a term where people who's about to die experience a specific spurt of great health.
Great health. Oh.
Weeks before they die, or sometimes it takes a month. It's called terminal lucidity. Na parang walang nangyari. And then all of a sudden, you hit a wall and then it all goes downhill from there. We had that too in Party File.
Right.
But was it a terminal lucidity point for Shirtley in 2019? Because you said
Yeah,
if it's 2018, it was good.
Yeah.
2019 was the beginning of the end. What was that like? And remind people again, for those people who doesn't have the capability to watch your first episode or listen to the first episode. What was Shirtley?
Okay, so Shirtley was a platform for selling shirts online, purely e-commerce. So if you have like a community or like whatever niche you have, we allowed you to sell t-shirts. So that's what we are. It's like an old version of Teespring. It's like something like that. So then, but the terminal lucidity, that really happened to us because 2018 was a super good year. Like it was the best year of Shirtley.
I remember you telling me this during the episode.
Right. So it was really good. And then we thought that would continue. But then apparently it was just like a momentary like thing. It was a fad. So we won in that certain fad.
Okay.
And then 2019, we were very optimistic. So, when you're optimistic, you spend more. Spend more on ads, you know how it is. And then suddenly, it's not working anymore. And we didn't have anything else in the, I guess, like the back, like as a plan B. And then, it also, like, it went up really quickly, 2018, like, all the numbers. But then also, it also went down super quickly as well.
Okay.
So it made it a little bit more painful. I remember a time with Adriel, my co-founder, now my wife as well.
Yeah, there you go.
So you got married like 2022. It was like a moment na shit, what did we do? And then we broke down crying, like the both of us.
I know how
in
that
our
feels.
office.
So walk me through this. So I don't want to be morbid about this, but I remember in Party File those last few days, and this just happened 10 years ago, bro.
Yeah.
Party File died 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
2016. I wrote an article. I was crying the whole fucking time.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, and I didn't post it. So I still credit you, Christian Blanquer, from digging it up. You geeks are crazy. Posted on Startup PH. Basically my postmortem of what happened on it. So walk me through that process, because for me, it was so liberating.
Yeah.
Because for the longest time, so go to the last 1 month or last few weeks, I was still in denial. Still showed up to work. I still went to Future Now Ventures, chasing motherfuckers that I shouldn't be chasing anymore. And I saw the writing on the wall. Nobody wanted to talk to me anymore. They just didn't want to tell me that, dude, it's over. Until somebody told me that was Alex Alabiso, who then told me that you should just write about it. And it's okay. And it's going to be okay. That's when I learned how to let go.
Right.
What was that process like for you guys in Shirtley? Because I obviously crying. There's a lot of crying involved, by the way. But what was that like?
I mean, it was tough. It's like, when you had the toxic relationship. I had the toxic relationship in the past. You try to break up with it, but then you're like, you can't really do it.
Yes.
So it's like back and forth. Like you have this new idea and okay, maybe we do this. Maybe it's going to work out. But then, we actually don't have money anymore in the bank. So like, maybe you should stop it. So it's like, it's an emotional roller coaster. And processing it is definitely probably the hardest because while it's happening, sometimes you're hopeful and then like, sometimes you're like the opposite, you're at the bottom man. So that's really tough.
Yeah.
And processing it was like, I don't even know how I process it. It just happened and parang we got like our hands got forced na if you keep doing this, you're gonna be fucked.
Yeah.
I can
No, of course. This is founders only. I'm the biggest culprit. Right?
Of course.
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah. So if I continue doing what I was doing, I'd be more fucked. Like personally, like even my personal stuff would be fucked. So yan. And even Adel also. Like my wife used to be my girlfriend and then co-founder nga. She was telling me na we should stop this.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to get married. Like
right. You've been together for a long time by then.
Yeah. And 2020 was when we got engaged. And so,
but when did you bury the hatchet? Because of 2019, that's the beginning of the end.
Right.
When was the official end? And what was the official, like, all right, we're done. Let's move on. This chapter is closed.
Right. Okay. So pandemic happened March 2020. 20.
Mm.
Before that, I knew already we were like going downhill. So what we did was we shrunk the team.
Okay.
So we made the team like a very sustainable version of the team that could operate without us.
Yeah.
So at actually one point, it was working really well,
Mm.
like as a side business. And then I had other projects na I did freelance stuff. I just tried things on the side.
Mm.
I sold bread during the pandemic
Yep.
online. So I did other stuff while Shirty was there. And then eventually it felt like, this is not worth it anymore.
Yeah.
What we're getting out of it. So, or like what we're even like losing because of it. And so that was around, I don't know, Q3 of 2020. Okay, let's stop this. And then
Got it.
Q4, let's rethink
Alright.
what to do.
So the reason why I asked you this is because a lot of our peers,
Yeah.
our friends, especially mga first-time founders,
Right.
I'm not going to deny it. It's a bloodbath out there.
Mm,
And a lot of it, they're obviously as entrepreneurs, as founders, everyone will fight through.
right.
It's just
Sure.
innate for us to do that.
Yeah.
But hindsight being 2020, James.
Yeah.
If you had a chance to give advice to those people
Mhm.
who are still fighting through, but they probably don't know that the best way to now just proceed
Yeah.
is to just let go.
Mm,
What would that advice be? Because like for me, I'll
Yeah.
start muna. It was so liberating because of course, I don't know how to give up
yeah.
But
Yeah.
when somebody told me, hey, it's time to just let go,
Right.
then it removed me of that burden. There's a lot of shame and it was very dark, borderline depressing. I
It
was
is.
depressed. I just wasn't diagnosed with it. But
Right.
I had to claw my way up because
Yeah.
there's shame. We take so much pride on what we do. We attach our own being a founder of X.
I know. Like that's
Diba?
basically that's
Correct. It's you. It's an extension of you, or it's you. That's your alter ego. But when you lose that, what are you? There's an identity crisis that also goes in. But again, sometimes I knew of this now because I've failed.
Yeah.
But I use that leverage moment of having failed, especially on dark times with my other startups.
Yeah.
When motivation isn't enough,
Right.
I dig deep and say, you know what? I don't ever want to feel that again.
Mm,
I dig that as no, I'm not gonna let that happen again.
Yeah.
Because it's like I don't want to have a deja vu moment.
Right.
But yeah, knowing what you know now, what would be your advice for those of our peers who are probably down in the dumps and probably the writing's on the wall,
Right.
but nobody's telling them? What would that advice be?
I mean, it's actually I actually don't know what advice to give kasi it's easy to say na okay, just move on. But it's never like that. You feel like
Kaya pa.
kaya pa eh. So I mean, I actually don't know. Like,
I have a
what
question though.
advice to-
So I'll walk you through this. Because for me, I feel like there's several tenets to this.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, money will talk.
Right,
Money is
right.
your lifeline.
Yeah.
For me, if I felt like
right.
if it's my own personal livelihood, that will fuck up my family and whatnot, you have to draw a line because you have to think like your startup isn't your life.
That's true.
That's a separate entity.
Yeah.
And when it comes to like I have to sell personal belongings na blah blah blah,
Yeah.
that's where I draw the line.
Right.
Because I put everything in the startup.
Yeah.
But if I need to like sell my car, sell my house, sell what? I didn't have a house yet back then. But those things, na I mortgage my future for something that I don't see an upside.
Right.
That's one. Second one I'd do is that if I don't see a pipeline anymore, a direct calculative path to get out of the thing. Now, I can't measure it in units. Like how many shirts do I have to sell? How many things do I have to sell? And wala akong pipeline.
Right.
Na wala na talaga. Na even if I deny na there's nothing I can close within the next 15 to 60 days, maybe really have to have a hard look. And lastly, employees, pinaka-priority.
Right.
Do I have enough to actually pay off the guys, give them a soft landing,
I mean, that's
and afford to be able to still pay them? Because if there's people on your
one
payroll,
of the hardest.
they're the first one to be paid.
Yeah.
Okay, so for you, are there similar tenets or?
I mean, the personal if it affects your personal finance, that's definitely something like for me.
Yeah.
You have to be smart about it. Even during that process, I was preparing. I knew it was gonna happen, and so I was accepting side gigs, freelance stuff.
Yep.
And you have to be smart about it. So for me, that's very important. Probably different for like different parts of like the life person.
Yeah.
Like if you're getting married, like I was, that was like a main concern.
Yeah.
But if they're
It's
like,
not cheap, huh?
it's not cheap. Yeah, because getting more expensive every year.
Correct.
But like the younger guys, like 20s, 22. I mean, and there's like not a lot of expenses. Like I could also see myself telling them to keep going, try new stuff. But don't be attached to just one thing.
Yeah.
You don't have to. Like, you could try a lot of things, and you just need one to like really go well, and then it could also work out in the end. So
correct.
I could see giving both depending on what's happening in the life of a person.
Yeah. No, that's great. Now, last question before we take our first break. So now the reality hit.
Yeah.
Shirtless clothes. I remember going through this, James. Nah, I was just so ashamed. I don't want to be seen by anyone.
Yeah.
Diba? Because everyone,
right,
when people bump into, si Party File, si whatever. Like, dude, that's it. Right?
Yeah.
I got lucky because chatbot came right after. Actually, on the dark days of Party File, I bought the domain. And chamba, I swear, I'm not going to take credit for this. Na-chambahan ko. Right place at the right time. And I had now a playbook of what not to do.
What not to do.
Pero for you, was there a lull muna of those dark days? And how did you get by? How did you also forgive yourself? Because I was so mad at myself at one point.
Right. Yeah.
Like, dude, why did you let that happen? I was so... I was mad and I was just really beating myself up for it. What was that like for you?
I think definitely, super the same. Like, I'm usually by default hard like on myself. But then during that time, that was like, it's hard to handle because it's not just me. Like, it's the employees, it's a team who I've been working with like at that time, like 5-6 years.
It's a big sense of guilt, no?
Sense of guilt.
Yeah.
And kay Adriel also. Kasi she basically resigned from her like previous job to join us. And I asked her, and she wanted to.
Yeah.
But so there's definitely guilt there. So, well, how did I manage that? Basically, I just try to detach myself from the situation and try to do other things, focus on other things. Like, what skills did I develop during that time that I could use for other stuff? And that's when the freelancing happened. That's when I sold bread online.
Bread? What, this Coco Pan bread?
Not yet. It's like the one before Coco Pan.
Okay.
Yeah. But so there, I try to detach myself from it and then just focus on what I could do productively. And then, also something that I guess gave me cash at the time, like freelance projects and stuff.
Okay. What were those like? Because it was a clean slate for you to reacquire skills. Ano yung mga ginawa mo?
Well, one is like ads. Ads was the main thing. From Shirtly, I really learned how to like sell online, and then that's what I offered as a service to other clients, like small businesses that I could relate to, ganyan. So at one point during the pandemic, that was all I did. While Shirtly was like struggling, I focused on those projects, and then I sold bread. And then I just basically worked out naman in the end because I felt like I could actually work with other people kasi Shirtly was straight out of college.
Correct.
And so I didn't know
how to work. That's your MBA, bro.
I know. But that's it. But I didn't know how to work with the other people, and do other people actually want to work with me?
Yes.
And so I had that doubts also. Na parang, can I actually work in another startup?
Correct.
Or in the corporate? I don't know. But that freelance like bridge actually made me a little bit more comfortable to step into the next like chapter.
Love it. Okay. Now let's take our first break, and when we come back, we will now talk about how was James able to piece it back up and how he was able to then be valuable. Because obviously the end game is predefined already. Now he won't be here if he didn't try again. But we will talk about that journey of how he picked himself back up and everything else he did in between. We'll talk about that more after the break.
The path from idea to industry leader keeps moving forward. Dive deeper with bonus interviews, exclusive behind-the-scenes footage, and insider business strategies on our social media channels. Keep your edge sharp Subscribe to Founders Only on YouTube and Spotify for powerful conversations, expert insights, and the business intelligence you need.
And we're back from the break. We are still with James Fernando of Armada. Again, we're not shirtly anymore. But again, before we come back, I just want to just give you preps. Bro, a lot of the shirts that you've made me during shirtly days, there's two that still stand out.
Oh, wow.
Number one, the best party ever shirts. Those are still around. Unfortunately, I can wear them out kasi nagbakbak na iba. But it's still the greatest pambahay.
Cool.
Hindi siya nabutas, whatever. That's good. The second one too, this is some 7 years ago. The Hustle Share shirts.
Oh,
I still have them with me. Hindi pa rin butas.
Oh, wow.
So that's good.
Bakbak lang, medyo bakbak.
No, actually, the print are still intact.
Okay. That's a better batch. For sure. Okay.
Galing. So again, I couldn't. Man. That's the standard when I get shirts in. Great fabric, great what do you call that?
Print.
Yeah, great print.
Yeah.
Ayan. Shirtly number one.
Perfect.
Okay. But I want to understand.
One of our first clients there. So
correct.
Suki
ako dyan. There you go. No, they have really good shirts and they can deliver the designs that I wanted. But bro, that's what I wanted to ask now. So obviously you're done with Shirtly. You were navigating through this process, licking and letting your wounds heal.
Right.
But you're also building yourself again, acquiring new skills.
Yeah.
Finding out new stuff about yourself. Because again, this is me 7 years into this game. There is for sure a formula. I don't know what the formula is, but there's a direct equivalent that if the founders the startups ceiling is always proportional to the founder's ability to grow.
For sure.
Because if you refuse to grow and you're the same guy and you don't humble yourself, and there's so many facets that you can grow in. Right? Whether it's through skills, hard skills, soft skills, even just your mental, your spiritual
which
stuff.
Which is a big one.
Right? You're always the ceiling of your startup. And that's what I want to ask you. So obviously let's talk about the skills and then the spiritual growth or mental growth, emotional growth that you did as you navigated your way back to becoming a founder after Shirtly failed. What was that like?
I mean, in terms of the mental, that's probably the biggest thing that changed when I joined Armada in 2022, because during that time I worked with other companies kasi after 2020.
Okay.
And then one of the things that I guess I experienced is like being in different working environments and how they are like super different from each other. But I was just trying things out.
Okay.
I was not committing to a certain parang long-term plan. And so during that time, it's like, let's just try things out. If we see something that we can commit to, then that's what we, I guess, go all in on. And that was Armada eventually. But in terms of like the mental, like strength and stuff like that, right now it's like it's a lot of things for me. Before I didn't care about like my well-being, like sleep. I used to like just sleep 3 to 4 hours per day, but now I just make sure that I get at
Tito
least
James
7.
ka na eh.
I know. It's probably the age too. It's probably the age.
Welcome to the club, my man.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's probably the age.
Can't deny it, bro.
Yeah,
Father time is undefeated,
It's
my
happening.
man.
It's happening. So yeah, I mean, it's a big part of it. Like managing everything, like the well-being part of it. I like underestimated that. And now like it's a big part of my everyday. I make sure that everything's good so that mentally I'm also prepared to work.
Yes.
So yun, that's like a super big like development for me. And skills wise naman, like there's a lot kasi from Shirtly, like if I count like some of the mistakes that we did the most like stupid mistake.
Diba?
Yeah.
Parang what the hell was I doing before?
So if I think back, like it's just like some stupid like basic mistakes. But then it's a lot of things like, just unit economics. Like before I thought, okay, sales would solve everything. But then if you're actually losing money for every sale, it's not gonna solve everything.
Margin is the real game.
Right. I mean, for sure, like, and I learned that sa Armada na.
Correct.
But back then, those were the skills that we were missing at that time.
Yeah.
I had great co-founders, but we still had gaps because we were young. We were like 20, 22, 20 during that time. And we had a lot of gaps.
Davo, diba? Shout out Davo.
Shout out Davo.
Repeat founder din yan.
I know. It's amazing growth also. But yeah, some of the basic things like finance, unit economics, even like just how to think about things, how to execute.
Yeah.
All of those things I learned at Armada. I shout out also to Andreas, like the founder of Armada, because I learned a lot. I've been learning a lot from him. Like,
okay, I'll ask you a very deep question because ego is the enemy. Let's just admit it. Lahat tayong founder mayabang tayo.
Yeah, well,
of course. We would always bet on ourselves every single time. And that was one of the worst that took a hit.
Yeah.
My self-confidence when Party File failed. And I didn't realize how important that was until I was building up chatbot. And then first few ones that I was doing chatbots, like, my God, I felt the imposter syndrome was super hard. Na kaya mo ba yan? Eh, talo ka naman ng dati. So I haven't forgiven myself yet as I was trying myself out. While you were trying all these gigs in between.
Right.
How did you mend your ego? Because it's hard eh. Kailan bumalik yung, I'm that guy. I'm him.
Right.
Diba? Because when you have that mindset na I'm him, ain't nobody fucking with me. I got this. But once you lose that, it's hard to get it back. Well, obviously, you got it back now. But how do you get the I'm him mentality ulit?
Oh, that's a really good point. Like, I actually never thought about that. But during that time, I joined like a corporate company. I'm not going to name it now. For a while because I wanted to try it. I had to like really change my mindset. I'm in this system. I have to do like my part. And whenever I tried to be him, when I showed like, I know how to do this shit. Like, they don't like it. Like, I mean,
kasi my structure.
I mean, my structure, like everything's being provided na from like, say, the corporate team from Europe or something like that. And the structure wouldn't allow you to do that.
To let you cook.
Yeah, to let me cook. Yeah, but it's not their fault, so I'm not. But it's how it is. Like, I had to like change my mindset. And even when I joined Armada, my mindset was, I didn't start as a founder kasi at Armada. It's like a long story, but I started as a brand manager at Armada.
That's very humbling.
It is very humbling. But at that time, like, I had that mindset pa din from the corporate gig. But then Armada was like, I realized, startups are actually, I mean, I remember what it is.
Yep.
And I could actually like shine your
You can cook again.
I can cook.
Yes.
I can cook. Like, especially if the startup is nimble pa lang, like under 10, under 5, like full-timers, I could probably cook there. So now that's like, I learned that. And eventually, when things started going well for Armada, and for me as well, like for the things that I was doing there, I started feeling like I was him.
You're him again. Yes. So shout out Andreas.
Shout out Andreas.
You got him again. There you go.
That's true.
Okay. So this is where I want to now talk about. So, you tried several stops. You learned several skills. You probably learned to partially forgive yourself.
Right.
Pero meron pa rin yan. Because even me, I haven't really forgiven myself. And fully for Party File.
Right.
That's 10 years ago. But it's important that I haven't.
Right.
Because if I completely look at it like it's a page done.
Yeah.
On dark days where I needed extra punch.
Right.
To just keep going. That's where doon ako humugot all the time. I'm not today. I am Arya Stark. What do we say to the god of death?
Not.
Yes. Okay. Lirio ba? Lirio Forel. There you go. Right? Game of Thrones shout out. There you go.
There you go.
I want to now understand why you gravitated muna towards Armada. And what was Armada doing for those people who don't know what Armada is?
Well, right now, Armada is a house of brands. And we build brands under the health and wellness category.
Yep.
Mostly online first and then retail after.
Ano yung mga products niyo? For those people na nabudol, hindi nila alam.
Yeah.
Okay.
So our flagship brand right now is called Goodies Nutrition. So we're selling gummies like ACV, collagen, those brands. It's the number one gummy brand on Shopee right now. So so yun, that's what we're selling. We have another brand called Watercolor Hydration. We just launched it 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
It's like an effervescent tablet naman. It's like Berocca but for beauty. So those are the things that we're currently doing.
Yeah, the bag pa, yung maletang maliit.
Yes. Well, Nuprine is like from the old business model of Armada. Kasi we used to buy brands, like small brands, and then grow them. We changed that model because it was not working.
Okay.
Like
so you go 0 to 1 na talaga from
zero. Yeah. So when I joined, that was actually the business model.
Okay.
We just acquired the bag brand, and then that actually Nuprine, the bag brand, sustained us for like the first year, 2 years, and then after that, we pivoted to this new business model na.
Got it.
Yeah.
What attracted you to the business? Because again, you were actively when you're a free agent, you're like LeBron James, right? I'm gonna look and where I'm gonna look at I'm gonna put my talents. And you said you don't want to commit all in.
Yeah.
But there was something in Armada for sure that you saw.
Right.
That made you commit. And tagal mo na rin dyan, right? Since 2022. It's been what? 4 years?
4 years.
Right? That's an eternity.
Quite some time, yeah.
That's a whole college life, bro. There you go, right? So, what gravitated towards it? And again, humbling for you to go as a former founder to become brand manager. Eventually, you let it cook and you became co-founder. But what was that like? Why did you choose them? Ano yung pogi ba masyado si Andreas? At ang tangkad, gano'n? No, what was that like?
Well, okay. After the corporate like gig kasi, I actually had 3 startups that I like tried.
You tried.
Before. Well, 2 startups before Armada. Armada's the third one. Just to try things out. So the first one was Edamama. I joined Edamama for like 4 months.
Talaga? Okay, with Bella them. Okay, cool.
Edamama team. So I joined them for 2 months, but then didn't work out. Like the role wasn't a good fit, so I left. And then there's another startup that I tried. I'm not gonna say it na, like the name, but like within less than a month, I felt like this is not gonna work out. So, but then during that time, I felt na okay. The smaller.
Parang hindi ka sumweldo dun kung 1 month lang. Naipit sa back pay.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. Okay. That's why I didn't say it.
Okay.
Yeah. But yun, so I realized then na the smaller the startup, the better for me. Yeah. And then Armada was super small then.
Okay.
And the business model was also super promising. Like they're bringing in something from Europe, like buying small brands. Right. And a lot of brands in the US, I mean, a lot of companies in the US were doing this. And so I felt like, this has huge potential here. And I could actually apply my skills that I learned from Shirtley to
of course,
Armada. So yun, that's what attracted me. And also Andreas, like, he's like super nice, like super strong background, like as an operator as
super
well.
Poggy.
Super poggy.
There you go.
Superman.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called Superman by
yeah, alam niya na yan. Okay. Dude, he stands out in the fucking room. He's what, 6'3", 6'5"?
And when he goes live, like sa live, viral lang.
Viral lang. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, that's super good operator.
Yeah.
And I knew I would learn a lot from him.
Got it. So brand manager, you got in through it. Again, how did that path? So this is where it's exciting. So the reason why we're, again, breaking this down is for repeat founders to find themselves again. We have a bias. I have a personal bias towards Pinoy homegrown founders. Right. A lot of us will fail. Given yan, it doesn't matter where background you're from. But the people who are most equipped to really move the needle in the ecosystem are us, because it's personal to our story. Galing tayo sa lusak. What the hell? Right? So what was that like? How did you go in through this as a brand manager to becoming a co-founder again?
Right.
Where you felt that you're him and you finally got equity as a co-founder.
Right. Well, during those 4 years, I started as brand manager, diba? So it was a long journey kasi we had a different business model back then.
Yep.
And then it was not working out in the beginning. But then the thing that sustained us was Nuprine.
And ang daming nakaganyan ng mga geng-geng. Oh, just kidding. And then sila sa BGC, just kidding. They're doing rumble. No. They didn't wear that shit. Just kidding. But yeah.
That could be.
But yeah, neoprene is a little bag. Maleta, it didn't make sense. I was too old for that shit. Okay. But
It's a different target market.
Okay. Too old for that shit. Okay.
But yeah, it sustained us for a while. And I was in charge of growing that brand. So for a year or two, that was the only thing working like for Armada.
Okay.
And the other parts of like the business that we were like buying other brands, they were not working well. So only neoprene was the thing that was working.
Wow.
So I mean, yeah. But sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so from there, like I guess Andres also, like we work super well together. And so from there, basically we found the new business model. So the more the startup grew, like my personal growth was also like
fast track.
Yeah, fast track as well. It's like directly proportional to the growth of the company as well.
See?
Which is definitely what I want. Like,
exactly.
As a startup, I appreciate the shares. That's what I want in the the salary is very important, but then if I can get a share at something that I believe in, I can work in, I can go all in.
Yeah.
That's definitely something valuable. So yun. And then eventually we found the business model, and then I became co-founder, I think a year ago.
Wow.
First from brand manager and then CCO and then co-founder. Yeah. I like to think of it kasi na we found the new business model together. And so some people find it weird na, I became co-founder in the end, but
no.
Yeah.
I have an analogy.
Yeah.
I have an intern from before Party Foul days.
Yeah.
2015.
Yeah.
But every single startup that I've created, lagi siyang kasama. Si
Right.
Ivy. Right?
Yeah, I think
she's my same path.
Yeah.
She intern, made her do everything.
Right.
But she's the real hero of PNA. Right? Party File, intern, chatbot.
Right.
We got acquired together.
It's amazing.
Groomed her to become a operations head.
Right.
PNA, after she left chatbot, joined us PNA, learned how to do finance. Eventually, my co-founder passed away. She had to step up, became co-founder. Second largest shareholder of PNA.
Right. It's amazing. That's amazing.
Right? So, again, there's a path towards that. That's why I keep saying that. I always say it. In startups, what people always forget is that being Batman isn't the only way to win.
Yeah, for sure.
Batman always needed the Justice League. Or let's do Marvel equivalent. Iron Man always needed the freaking Avengers to win.
For sure.
You don't have to be the top dog or CEO.
Right.
And that's why I always tell the new founders now, don't be enamored with the term CEO because you don't know what you're signing up for.
I know.
It's a life of suffering. CEO equals suffering, okay?
Oh yeah.
Yung mga nakikita nyo online, where they say, hey, puro pogi. Those fuckers, they're not telling the truth.
I know.
This is more suffering than more glamour, okay?
Oh, for sure.
For sure. It's not. So you need a team.
Yeah.
And you can cook and win and be him in your own right na hindi nagsasapawan.
Exactly.
And that's what I want to know. So you now grew that.
Yeah.
You eventually clawed your way back up to the top, but you're not Batman.
Yeah.
How is it different? And how would you advise other founders or other people who are probably trying to attempt their way back in?
Right.
And is it the same satisfaction as being Batman or not? Or what was that like?
Right. Well, honestly, like for me, siguro it's case to case. Kasi sometimes I do feel like I want to be the one to call the shots. But it's also important that you believe in your co-founder and his ability to be able to navigate things.
Yeah.
And Andreas, like after Neoprene, he's shown that again and again na parang, this is what we're doing. And if we do this, sometimes we definitely don't agree on things. He would show like what the approach is and stuff like that. And I would like, okay, I'm on board. But like at the back of my head, I'm not always on board.
Yeah.
But then things would work out. And that like confidence, like as a partner grows.
Yeah.
And that's very important. So you have to believe in the leader of the company, the CEO, for it to work. Especially if you have shares. Like if you have shares, it's also for your own good.
Yeah.
So like if you're like aligned to that same thing, that same vision, it makes sense to just do what's best for the company.
Yeah.
That's what I'm focused on. I'm not. Yeah. So that's why I guess I got over the
who's CEO, who doesn't
CEO.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because it's a team sport, and I agree. I remember me and Joseph used to have this rule.
Yeah.
I borrowed it from Amazon because there's certain times as co-founders that even if no matter how much you discuss and tried to really find a path, there will always be an impasse.
Right.
It's a stalemate.
Yeah.
So ano, what are we gonna do? Away na lang tayo. Wala na. Right? It's not gonna work. So we used to have this rule. I forgot where I got it. I think it's from Amazon or whoever. It's called disagree and commit. It's a card that you pull. Now, you know what? I know you disagree, but I'll pull this card. And both of us have it.
Yeah.
If you just have high conviction that this will work, I'll use the disagree and commit card. Now, okay, I know you disagree, but commit to me. I'll lead us to win. But if I don't, I'm fucked. Because that's on me. That's why you need to have high conviction.
Exactly.
So then when co-founders have that stalemate, use that card. Disagree and commit.
That's it.
Because at the end of the day, this is a team sport naman eh.
That's true. Like same goal.
Yeah.
So yeah. And I have this thing na kasi sometimes I feel like as a young person, I'm
ego
like ego eh. Pero I have to be right. I want to be right. But then like I think at times when it's like when we disagree, I tell myself I don't want to be right. I want to be rich.
Yes. Right ka nga. Broke ka naman. Ano mo yun?
So yeah, it's like, that's what I tell myself.
No, but I want to find out one thing. Right, so you want to be rich, right?
Yeah,
so walk us through the milestones because obviously you have something working beautifully here, right? So coming from Shirtley where there's terminal lucidity,
right?
You thought you hit it, but explain to me how PMF looks like in a real startup. Na it grows,
right?
It's sustainable. It's not a fad. It's not a blip. It's not a spike.
Right.
Walk me through what you now learned, especially in the realm of e-commerce.
Right.
On what these metrics are and how to make it sustainable.
Well, I guess what we operate on kasi are DTC brands. So these are brands that sell on Shopee, Lazada, Shopify. So I guess product market fit looks like probably the same as like other startups naman. Like a lot of repeat purchases usually.
You need to define this, bro, because a lot of people claim they do, but they don't.
Okay.
So a lot of people, product market fit, but in reality, it's a blip.
Right.
Hindi siya sustainable.
Right.
So what was that like?
Well, for us, it's like continuous growth that is profitable. So year on year, we're able to grow and we're able to do it in a profitable way. And at the same time, what we do parang sticks. If we figure out something now, like we have a playbook for say TikTok Shop. If we figure it out and it stays there and we can grow it further and we can apply it to the other brands that we have, that's definitely something that I can repeat, like product market fit. Like I don't have the perfect definition, but
it
something
sticks
I can
through
repeat.
time, no?
Yeah.
Hindi siya parang biglang, it fell off the cliff.
Right.
Because you said the metric is YOY, which is year-on-year growth. That means the growth is sustained over time. But talk to us about how fast that growth is. Because a lot of people are like, product market fit kami. Pero flat naman, right? Because in a startup, there's nothing wrong, by the way, with this like a 20% year-on-year growth. There's nothing wrong with that. Because in a startup, tech startup, yung kaming ininvesta ng VC, hindi sila masaya dun eh.
Right.
Diba? They need to see multiples, X's. So 2X, 3X, 4X.
Exactly.
Because the gun's on our head because we asked them for shit ton of money to be able to get this done. If we bootstrap this, I'm happy with a 30% year-on-year growth because it's me who's just funding this whole thing.
Right.
But operating at scale or operating fast, it's going to be hard because your resources are finite.
Right.
What does that look like? Kasi in e-commerce, I remember there's seasonality to this.
Yeah.
But when it spikes, oh my God, it spikes. And if you're able to repeat that, not just now, on the next quarter and the next quarter after that and the next year after that, can you illustrate lang at least without divulging too much?
Of course.
what a real PMF looks like?
Well, for us, like, I guess when we started with a small base, of course.
Okay.
So from there, like an e-commerce brand, if it can perform really well, can do like 5x or 10x like very quickly in a matter of months if things are right. So say, just for example, say you have an e-commerce startup that can do 200-300K a month.
Okay. Pesos? USD?
So pesos.
Okay.
So just pesos.
Let's use the right currency.
Sorry,
Okay.
yeah, that's totally different.
Okay.
So pesos, yeah, I mean, if it's there, there's definitely a chance to like go to like 5x like within a year, for sure. Like number of product, like assortment, kasi e-commerce, like the more products you have, the more researches, the more audience you hit. So stuff like that. So product, place, price, promotion, I guess, channels.
Right.
So there are ways to grow online. And like PMF looks a little bit like that, at least for us. Like if we can 5x this in this amount of time, we know we can even actually grow it further. But for us, there's a caveat now. We want to do it in a profitable way.
Correct. So that's what I want to ask now. Because you remember when you told me that Shirtly was selling, but you're technically selling at a loss.
Right.
Because it's not able to absorb every single line item in your EBIT.
Yeah.
For you to be able to afford operations.
Yes.
Even if you sold X amount, pero and then negative ka rin naman, so wala. So I want to understand, at the level of 200 to 300K pa lang.
Yeah.
How do you know that this is already profitable? Because when that sticks, dapat yung margin mo pataas pa rin, right? It would stay. It's not like when you sold more of it, you lost more money.
Exactly.
Right? So how did you do that where you still held through to the unit economics across the board, and you're able to really capitalize, and at scale, it's still more profitable, not that you're losing your margin.
Right. Well, for e-commerce startups, there's this thing called blended ROAS, so return on ad spend. That's really the main thing. It's usually advertising that goes like way super expensive when...
But that's a variable naman eh.
That's a variable, that's a variable naman. But then like sometimes this is gonna be technical, like CPMs.
Go lang, CPMs. Cost CPM, per mil, or 1,000 impressions. Okay.
They become
Andito, yan. Okay.
They become super expensive, and then like you're kind of stuck na, shit, why is this not working anymore?
Okay.
That can happen like for like e-commerce companies. But so being able to measure the different parts of the P&L and making sure that it's sustainable, it all comes down to like having the good foundation in the first place in the beginning.
Doon sa 200K, 300K pa lang.
Of course. Like even if you can make a sale na say 5K a day with healthy unit economics, that's like that's good. I don't believe in the kasi na sell now na profitable siya and then just earn later. Kasi I haven't seen that work, at least here in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Sa e-commerce.
Or anywhere, in any business. If you're gonna do, that's called the loss leader approach.
Right.
When you patalo ka.
Patalo,
right?
That's it.
You will never recover from a margin because you're playing the game at a war of attrition.
Yeah.
It's hard to increase pricing
with
down the road kasi sanay na sila at that pricing, and volume won't solve it. It will make it worse.
Right.
Because see, Tito, so now know how to run a business.
Yeah.
Bro, we were talking about this shit 7 years ago.
I don't know.
Like, what the hell are you talking about, Ron? Where's the idea?
I know.
This is what failure does. So totally understand. I mean, making sure unit economics at the microscopic level is already fat.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Fat. What's a good margin? Without range of a good product to sell online.
Okay.
For you to be able to absorb ROAS, ad spend, COGS, everything else. What's a good margin to start with? Kasi bawas-bawas yan in the end.
Yeah. Well, I guess like if you ask, I'm not gonna say like what we do at Armada.
No. That's range lang. Don't get killed by Andreas today.
Of course. I mean,
range.
I would say at least 30% COGS.
30% COGS, so 70% margin.
Yeah.
Wow.
At least, yeah. Because if it's more expensive than that, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard
Correct.
to
Ang dami
scale.
mo pang bawas dyan. May COGS sa operations, logistics, delivery,
Right.
blah, blah, blah. Good luck.
Yeah, that's it.
So
So
that's
of course,
what...
the higher the better. So
And that's what I was saying. Because a lot of entrepreneurs, when they create, and whether you're a service, SaaS, whatever, I just recently, I'm 16 years in, James. And I only probably fully understood this 2 years ago.
Right.
Nah, I know I can sell.
Right.
Oh my God, the amount of things I have to sell. I have to sell thousands
Right.
just to be able to make a buck.
For sure.
Whereas if I sold this at the right price point, priced it correctly,
Yeah.
I only probably have to chase a few handfuls and we're okay.
That's
It's actually less effort pa nga.
less effort pa.
Because
That's it.
tama yung margin ko. And I just need to position it the right way.
Right.
I wish I knew this before.
I
And that's
know,
why we're talking about this now.
That's what,
Because you guys are probably suffering like we did before.
eh.
And a lot of it actually, James, and I'll ask you this.
Okay.
A lot of it's my own ego when I was
Right.
younger. Yeah, I think I know what I'm doing. I'll bullshit my way and I'll fucking drink my own Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Okay naman. Kaya naman talaga. I can sell it. But I'll prove it with
For
volume.
sure.
The volume's there, but I look at my P&L.
Yeah.
In the end,
It's like,
negative.
that's true.
And if you look at the main culprit, my margins were just so much smaller.
Right.
Na kaya ko naman pala magbenta.
Uh-huh.
But since yung margin ko katiting, it's so small.
Yeah.
In the end, I had to sell X amount just to be able to do this. And in the end, the grand scheme of things, negative pa rin.
Right. Exactly.
Or if I just priced it correctly,
Yeah.
without shortchanging on the shit or lessening my cost of
Yeah.
service, I only needed X amount.
I know.
And then
Gotcha.
PMF in our world naman,
Yeah.
in SaaS, in blended
Right.
service, it's renewal.
Like,
if nothing changed,
nothing churns.
if they
Yeah,
kept renewing,
Right.
it's like a SaaS.
Yeah.
You have a predictable cash flow. You can predict your whole year
Right.
because you know when they're gonna pay you, how much,
exactly.
what
Exactly.
margin you should operate in lang,
Right.
and you can already predict that whole. You just keep. The game is now retention,
Right.
minimizing cost, maintaining margin,
Uh-huh.
and adding on top of that.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay. So it's pretty nice. Like when you have that, no? It's like
Right.
repeating.
But again, we had to go through this, James, and a lot of our
Yeah.
peers go through
Yeah,
this.
and-
The last question before
Actually, I want to add
Yeah.
on also. Kasi I think a lot of at least in the e-commerce,
Correct.
like the 30% applies to start to products that you make on your own. But a lot of the, I guess, sellers
buy and
also
sell.
buy and sell. Eh.
Uh-huh.
So when that happens, like it's just a pricing game because there's other
Yeah.
buyers and sellers.
Patong-patong.
Yeah, that's when it becomes like very hard. Because I know how it is like in Lazada and Shopee. It's not so easy for other entrepreneurs din na kasi the margins are really low and patayan talaga like
Yeah.
pababaan.
War of attrition yan eh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's why I'm biased towards like making products like branded products, consumer goods na I don't sell from anyone. Of course, I mean
May kalaban ka pa rin, of course.
May kalaban pa rin, but there's like of course an advantage margins wise and everything. There are pros and cons, I guess.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. He's a vital part, co-founder. Who are you in the Avengers?
In the
If si Iron Man si Andreas kasi he's white.
I mean, probably
Black Widow.
I don't know. Maybe Thor. I don't know.
Thor, strongest Avenger.
I don't know.
Okay, there you go. Okay. Diba? I'm
Yeah.
him na nga talaga. Okay, he's back. He's back. Okay, and that's what I want to find out. So obviously, when you become him again, there's different versions of you
Right.
through the years.
Yeah.
And man, sometimes when I reflect of how I was as a leader
Right.
in Party File,
Yeah.
to how I am as a leader.
Oh yeah.
If I had a time machine from 10 years ago, I'd punch myself. What the fuck are you doing, Ron? Right? Like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
I mean, there's still some foundational pieces that still hold through. I'm still very passionate.
Right.
You can
right.
see naman with how I talk. I'm
Yeah.
still the same idiot that I was, but I'm more refined. I know now how to play the right cards and
Right.
whatnot. First of all, I know how to hire
Right. Oh,
properly.
oh yeah.
You know,
That's a
I
big
don't
one.
let
That's a big one,
any,
bro.
I don't let chumps in the company anymore.
Yeah.
I know what those dynamics are. I know how to deal with mutiny. Because I've been there, done that.
Right.
But it took years, and
Yeah.
I feel like there's no shortcut towards that.
Yeah.
As a
sure.
leader,
For sure.
you have to really go through the iterations of what I was. There's a party file run. There's a chatbot run. There's different pre-pandemic run in
Right.
PNA.
Yeah.
There's pandemic namatayan ng co-founder run. And then there's this current version of me.
Right.
There's so many
iterations
evolutions
for
of
sure.
what that leader
Even in the
is.
same siguro, there's like iterations within for sure.
It's crazy.
Great.
It's
Probably every
crazy.
month.
That's actually one of the fastest growing things I had to go through. But I'm curious, what's that like for you?
Right.
As you evolve from
it's big.
Shirtley James to Tito James in Armada.
Yeah. Well, super big differences also. I would punch myself also. for sure. Like if I remember like hiring pa lang, we I don't know why we hired like some team members before. I mean, hiring like the right guys, who's actually done it before, and you're just not hoping them to be able to do something. Hoping, it's like a big thing. And this is something that I learned from Andreas. Like hiring the right people and not only basing it on skills, but also like just the personality and how you would work together. I realized na it's actually as important as a skill because it could be damaging. Like if we get like a very competent person but not the right fit. So all those things, like what to look for, that's something that I learned na. Mostly because of Armada na. So that's a very big one. And I think the second one that personally was the hardest was communication.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Kasi, I mean, by default, like, Andres would also say this, like, I'm a nice guy. Like, I'm a nice guy by default.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if I can avoid conflict, I would avoid conflict. But then, in our family, kasi parang, we could avoid conflict, we would. Tapos sasabog.
Boom!
Tapos sasabog na lang.
World War III happens.
I know.
Okay.
So, that's what I like unlearned. In Armada na din. So, saying things as it is, dealing with the issues as they happen. And that's actually something that I also like learned from you.
What?
Yeah.
What did I do?
I mean,
what did I do? Did we fight?
No, we didn't fight. This is
Okay.
super small. Like,
Okay.
I remember we were at Kickstart before.
Okay.
Just hanging out there.
Okay.
I think there's like a
I
session.
must have done something stupid.
No.
Okay,
Like,
alright.
you were telling me na, but I did something. I don't remember exactly what it is. It's probably something that I did during the, and then you gave me feedback on the spot. Na, bro, you should have done this better because, that's how you do it.
What? Okay, I don't remember that.
It's just like those days, actually, I still remember a lot of things. So, that's the thing that I had to learn in Armada na, okay, if I notice something, just say something. And as it is, you don't have to hide anything, just let them know. And then at least you also get them out of your system na. Hindi siya naiipon.
Correct.
So communication-wise, like, that's a very big one. And then talking about the hard things, like with Andreas also, with like some of our key team members, every time there's an issue, how do we deal with it? Like,
address it right away.
And then don't like agad, straight to the point agad, like no need to like skirt around.
Yeah.
So communication is big. I guess yung structured thinking as well. So Andres has this thing, that he brought in like ever since before. He thinks in a very structured way. From like the approach, how do you approach like Google Ads and Facebook ads and everything.
Yep.
To management, to like organizational development. He's very structured there. I actually don't have that yet, like fully. But then I think I've gone a long way na din naman to develop that structured thinking. So yun, I don't know how to explain, but it's case to case, but just thinking about things structurally and figuring things out like with a lot of intent.
Correct.
Not just
Walang
randomly.
tapon.
Walang tapon.
Right.
Not just randomly. You do things, it doesn't work, let's do this. But you don't really learn anything. But
how do you delegate now? Because for me, that's the most unique thing that really changed for me.
Oh, okay.
Like for me, before, I used to play, and this is a lot of founders go through this. Don't deny it. I know you go through this. Superhero mode.
Right.
Meaning, and I still go through this now. There's several things I haven't fired myself for.
Founder mode.
Superhero mode. Kasi there's so many things that on a day-to-day basis, it's still stuck with you na ikaw lang kayang gumawa.
Exactly.
Na you haven't delegated on, you haven't fired yourself yet.
Yeah.
And if you look at the balance, parang ako lang yung pagod, but yung team ko hindi.
Right.
How the fuck does this work? Right? So I learned how to really balance that out.
Right.
But I'll just go on a segue also. The way I also communicate is very different. I'm still the same cussing guy, blah, blah, blah. But I still also call people out. Before lang, when I was younger, and this is still within P&A, I learned this the hard way several times. I lost several really good guys because I said the right thing in the wrong room. I went intense. I gave feedback in a room na andun sila, and I was so raw about it. Ang ending napahiya yung tao.
I see.
I lost a guy. So that's on me.
I see.
So I learned how to do that in private.
Right.
I'm still gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
Pero tayong dalawa lang. Right?
True.
Yeah. But I'm gonna give you the feedback. Before, I would say the right thing in the wrong room.
Got it.
And even if you say the right thing in the wrong room, ang ending, the optics matter.
Right.
Because your words pala has so much work. And especially
so much weight. That's true.
In this new generation. Tito James.
Of course.
Yung mga Gen Z. You can't fuck them up like how we used to. You can't tell them. You have to sugarcoat it a little bit. You know, bro, before I would fucking cuss out like full on Coach Carter mode.
Right.
That's how I was raised.
I mean, yeah. Me too.
You can't do that now.
Yeah.
So I've learned how to just say, guys, I'm disappointed. Straight face. And it actually packs a punch pala.
Right.
More. I'm disappointed because blah, blah, blah. I don't have to exert my whole fucking Coach Carter mode anymore.
Exactly.
Especially in public.
Right.
I'll just say, okay, usap tayo. Let's go in a link. Let's do it. Done, I'll be doing it. But even there, if I'm in, I don't exert. I've learned how to communicate properly without having to go full Coach Carter mode.
Exactly.
Hindi rin tumataas BP ko. That's good.
That's
shit after. But no, I want to know how you delegate now. Because the delegation is so much a superpower. Now for me, when I start, my Mondays are so whatchamacallit, holy.
Right.
Like if you fuck my Monday up.
Yeah.
And if I'm not able to get the whole team in the right mode on Monday, patay kami. It's an uphill climb the whole week.
Right.
Dapat lahat, everything is clear because I don't want to talk to you again.
Right.
Siguro update na lang. But Monday is where everything's set.
Right.
Actually, Sunday pa lang ready na kami ni Ivy. We have this thing called the target call.
Okay.
That happens Sunday night or Sunday afternoon.
Okay.
Where we look at it, literally go on a call.
Yeah.
And say, what are the 5 wins we need this week?
Okay.
Who do we need help with? What needs to happen? What's the outcome? And when does it need to happen this week?
Right.
And we literally, just 1 hour of, okay, ready na tayo. So by Monday, hindi kami nag-iisip, anong gagawin namin? We're ready. We're ready to kill.
Ready to go. Yeah.
Right. So what's that like for you?
For us, like it actually starts with the Monday as well. We have a routine from 10 a.m. on Monday, and then we do it until like 2 p.m. So for us, like since we operate in brands, we have brand teams doing pretty much the same thing, and then from the brand team, we give the support teams, we give them like our asks. Yeah. So from the creative team, this is our ask for this week. For the marketing team, this is our ask. So those things are quite predictable now for us. Na parang, okay, we know what we can ask from them. And at the same time, we know what we want to try next. Because the previous week, we looked at data na, this could be interesting. And let's try it next week. So yun, that's like a predictable way for us to like delegate things. But what's important there, like I actually struggled with delegation also.
Yeah, lahat tayo. Like, I swear.
It's a thing. It's really hard kasi sometimes there were times na, this is before, like when I started actually Armada, I would over delegate. I would like, okay, this is something that I don't want to do anymore. You do it. But then after a while, like it's fucked up. So Andres would call me like,
shit. Okay. Nope, bawi.
And So that used to happen a lot. So I think like that balance between delegation and then there's this word abs. I don't exactly remember the word, but you delegate, but at the same time, you still have to be on top of it. Like, you know what's happening.
Oversight? Parang
Oversight,
ganun.
like either like, you know, like how they approach it,
Yeah.
like because you develop the approach yourself or, you know, the metrics, I guess.
Yep.
But something like that, like for me, when we're able to define that together and we're clear on what we want to do, it's easier to delegate.
Galing.
So yun, that's mostly Andreas also, but we're better at it now than before. So
and unfortunately, you need time for this.
Right.
There's no shortcut for it.
That's true.
Because again, this is another part of your evolution as a founder.
Yeah.
Right? You have to go through that process of also failing how to delegate.
Yeah.
And look at and let people fail.
Yeah.
Because it's rare that people get it at the same on first try.
That's true.
If you have a person like that in your team, that's a play. That's co-founder material.
That's true.
Gets agad, tas ang galing. No. Everybody's gonna fuck it up. Just make that as it's how you hedge against the fuck up. Right? It shouldn't be catastrophic. Give the feedback loop right away.
Right.
And let them figure it out.
Yeah.
While you're guiding them through the process.
Right.
Kasi if you spoon feed it also, naman to your team, you're gonna be looking at a nest full of chicks waiting to be fed. They need to learn how to get out of the freaking nest.
And then you're the one who's tired.
Yes, diba? Right. So they need to learn how to feed. Because if they learn how to feed, then they can bring food back to the nest.
That's right.
So yeah. Well, last question that I before we talk about the formula that you've delivered na.
Okay.
How important is it with your partner, si Adrian?
Okay.
In working through this process. So obviously, I'm lucky. Both of our wives are entrepreneurs.
Right.
Okay, so Noreen's always been with me. Our evolution as entrepreneurs and our evolution as couple, parallel siya. It's fucking magic. It's amazing to see.
Oh, wow. It's amazing.
But you've also seen her go through the dumps with you. And sinama mo rin dito sa Armada. Lagi kang nambubudol ng asawa. Okay. May okay na kayo. Kinuha mo. Ngayon, sinama mo na naman. Okay.
True.
Okay. Adriel, pabudol ka lagi dito. But walk me through that relationship because, bro, it's so important that you have a solid rock.
That's true.
It's not going to be ribbons. We have really rough patches, me and Reen, a lot.
Yeah.
But every time we go through that rough patch, we end up becoming a better couple.
Right.
That's why we don't have kids because our whole employees are our kids. Ayaw namin, okay? But that's just a personal choice.
Right.
But walk me through that relationship with Adriel and how she's been so important in your journey.
Oh, super important. Like, I mean, when we started sa Shirtly before, we actually worked really well. And so, but I think it was because we were also not working the right way.
How so?
Parang, I think we were
non-confrontational, so hindi kayo nag-aaway.
Yeah, we were too siloed. We were too siloed from each other. Now we would parang medyo avoidant yung relationship namin dun. And so that's one of the reasons why it also did work out.
Okay.
Because we weren't so like
you weren't in sync.
We weren't in sync a lot of the time. So sa Armada naman, like when she joined, she was
binudol mo na naman.
Yeah. I mean,
this time, okay na. Solid na yung company. Okay.
Yes, that's true. So we don't have the company problem now. But we actually had it harder this time.
How so?
It was harder. Kasi she was reporting to me. So when she's reporting to me, like, and I have my ways now, like, it was hard for us to like separate work and like
you bring that home.
You bring that home. And sometimes, at 10 p.m., like she wants to sleep now, but then like oh shit. And then you have to get it out. I feel like I have to get it out.
Correct,
but then like right after that second, oh shit. That's not good because I'm not supposed to do that. Like we're supposed to be sleeping now. So but it happens. Like it's a reality of working with your partner. So actually it's quite harder when she joined Armada.
Ba't mo kasi binudol?
But we found naman. We found our equilibrium.
Yes.
So we just, for now, we just try to make sure na we have our parang moments that we enjoy like together as like husbands and wives.
Yeah, it's a team at
So
the
it's
end
a
of the
team.
day. And
That's true.
nobody else will trust you and you'll trust more than your wife.
Exactly.
Right?
And we also are the best persons to understand each other because
Correct.
we know what each other is going through.
Mm.
So when I'm undergoing something, like if it's someone else, maybe they wouldn't understand how it is.
Mm.
But Ada is super understanding there, and she helps me also. She supports me. And that's what I try to do the same na. Right now, she's not actually with Armada anymore.
Ayan, okay.
So it's not because of that.
Okay.
But she's pursuing an MBA. Tapos
there
she
you
wants
go.
to pursue other things in the future. So,
Got it.
so yan.
So, mas chill na sa bahay. There you go.
Medyo mas chill na
Okay,
ngayon.
there
Yeah, exactly.
No, but I want to understand also the importance of having the right partner, especially during the downtimes.
Oh.
After Shirtley, co-founders pa kayo niyan.
Right.
Walk me through that because for me, I couldn't get here because financially, Noreen had to support me on dark times. Mahirap pag pareho kami gipit.
Oo, hirap.
Di ba? Pag pareho hindi kami sumisweldo. Right? So, but it's only a select few that will understand that. And it's very unique to you all and me because both of our wives are entrepreneurs as well.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm blessed to have her. Wala siya dito, ha? Okay. But I want to understand what was that like for you and how did she keep you going when you couldn't? Because that's also what Noreen did for me.
Right.
On days na hindi ko na kaya.
Yeah.
Dun kapit ka sa asawa mo. Okay. And she'll keep you going. But what was that like for you?
Well, I mean, sa Shortly, it was like, that happened not only, I guess, parang at home.
Yeah.
You'd support each other at home. But then even sa structure ng Shortly at one point, and I couldn't actually, I wanted to step back because I was making the wrong decisions. It's like, could you be the one to lead the team at this point for this certain time?
Yeah.
And she was the one who did it, and she did super well. So, she's just super supportive. Even if she's someone kasi wouldn't say it agad to me na she finds it hard, but she still tries.
Yeah.
And she makes things happen. So yun, I think we really have a good team in a way na we understand each other, even if we're not even telling each other what we're feeling. But it feels like just a good team.
Okay.
But yun, those are the good times. And then of course, syempre yung away, hindi naman mawawala.
Yeah.
So,
but at the end of the day, you fight. But at the end of the day, you know in your heart of hearts, kakampi mo yan.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Diba? You're coming from different lens. Obviously, what type of couple does not fight? Matik yun, right? It's just part of it, right? But at the end of the day, push comes to shove.
Yeah.
She's your better half.
Definitely.
That's good. So, okay. Now let's talk about if hypothetically, knowing that you have a formula now.
Yeah.
If you're going to start a company from scratch,
right?
Being a repeat founder, from a founder who failed spectacularly years ago, and someone who now has PMF, one of the most promising e-commerce startups in the Philippines. You don't have to be Batman to be that. What would be the formula of how you'll build a company from scratch now?
Right. Well, for me, I have a few things, just super simple things.
Let's do it.
For me, the number one first important thing to me is the market. Na parang, there's this someone who said before na parang great market and then good team. They would prefer that over a great team versus
small market.
Shrinking market. This is something kasi that I experienced at Shirtley. Since we had niche markets, we were targeting niche markets talaga. I felt like I was pushing too hard to do the marketing and everything to capture the market. But what I experienced at Armada and also I guess other startups na I'm involved in now, for example, si Coco Pan, it's a big market.
Pwede naman Spanish bread. Okay.
I think there's a branch there.
Meron ba dyan? Okay. Okay.
But market's really important. If a market is growing and you're able to also outgrow that certain pace, parang that gives you an extra boost. Parang you get like a tailwind or something like that. So for me, that's the first thing that I
and market's so important. This is what I keep telling, especially local founders. Sakit ng local founder yan.
Okay.
Laging sasabihin nila, the market is big. 2 million pesos. No, it's not big. a big market, ito I have a benchmark now because I talked to VCs, needs to be in the equivalent of at least $1 billion.
USD.
Dollars not
In the
pesos.
Philippines.
Regardless where you're at, just because a big market entails that there's multiple winners that can win.
Right.
Hindi siya zero sum. Meaning, if you become one of the winners, then you're backable because you're one of the challengers.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Rather na, ang liit-liit, isa lang mananalo, patayan kayo dyan.
Exactly.
So if it's a market that's big enough, it should be quantifiably at least B1B. If you're gonna go the VC route.
Oh, that's true.
Ngayon, kung smaller, you can also do,
of course.
na malaki naman siya, pero gusto mo bootstrap or angel, what do you call that?
Angel.
Seed strapping.
Strapping. That's a new thing.
Yeah, parang one round lang from angel. Pero angel nag-fund sa'yo, they don't expect a VC exit.
Right.
Pero one shot, pero palaguin mo na yan after.
Nice.
Pwede.
That's true.
Right? So yun, big market. Very important.
Big market.
Okay, what else?
The next one for me, I think, is I would say, the team having the right team members.
Yes, the most important.
The most important. Like, covering knowing how to cover all the gaps is very important kasi I know I have some gaps to cover. So yan. And then after that, like, you have the product na, like unit economics.
So let's babad on the team a little bit.
Okay.
For me, I've seen teams that it's very, very difficult for you to win.
Yeah.
You don't need to be an Ivy Leaguer, ha? Okay. You don't need to have to be a XBCG or McKinsey or whatever.
Exactly.
You don't have to. If you can get a member like that, great. But if you don't, that's not important.
Right.
What's important is you have a diversified team with superpowers.
Right.
Multiple superpowers. Hindi na magaling lang akong ano. And then there's no redundancy.
Right.
Na dalawa kayong devs dyan, tas wala kayong magbebenta. Right?
Exactly.
And third, you need to have experience and deep knowledge over the problem that you're trying to solve.
Right. Did there, done that. Something like that.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, I also like to think I like working with, I'm going to quote someone again, but I'm going to misquote. It's like having barrels in the team. Barrels who can do a lot of different things.
Yep.
Medyo generalists in a way. But at the same time, they can go deep like when they want to. Or if it's like important. So I think that's very, like what you said kanina, the startup will only grow as fast as the
founder grows. Always.
So that's very important.
Right.
And I find it also actually quite hard. Like some of the startups that I know who have co-founders, sometimes it's like a miracle that they actually met. Na parang,
totally serendipitous.
So, that's it. That's it. And it's like, it's super amazing. Like thinking how they meet, and then now it's actually evolved into a startup, and they're working well. Even if they haven't known each other for a long time.
Yeah.
It happens pala. I saw some nice stories recently.
Yeah.
So that's a very crucial one also. And honestly, I don't know how to like. Yeah.
So how about the product? You mentioned the product is also a big thing, and again, that can be very vague.
Yeah.
But knowing what you know now, Tito James, how important is product? Obviously, your superpower now is in the line of e-commerce ads,
e-commerce,
D2C, right? But D2C na 0 to 1, right? Hindi buy and sell na D2C,
right?
Exactly. What do you know now if you're gonna create a new startup, and how would you focus on product as a unfair advantage?
Right. Well, siguro the first thing is aside from like unit economics, of course, like what we discussed now, making sure that all those are good. It's about, for me, creating a product that could have a really high repeat purchase. Finding those pockets in the market na, okay, this product, if I make this, there's an actual customer who would need
matcha. My wife keeps looking for matcha.
Well, that's
my God. And when she looks for matcha, sabi, ang mahal. Batang mahal. There's so much. But
There's so much.
Yeah.
And then finding those pockets na, okay. Pricing wise also, pricing it in a way na you can be successful.
30% COGS.
That's 30%
Okay.
COGS. Yeah. At least.
Okay.
I mean,
At least so if you can go 20 pa, 15%
I mean,
COGS.
why not?
Hubong lugaw na yan. Okay.
Yeah. So, yun, those are some of the things that I look at. But repeat purchase for me is like my number one right now. I become super excited when I see a product. This like has a 40% repeat purchase.
Wow.
Like, wow. Like, and then you have like a big market. And you can acquire new customers. It's super nice. Sa ROAS wise, kasi I operate a lot with like blended ROAS, and so having a really high repeat purchase rate gives me that like parang space to operate in.
Got it.
Okay, even if I fuck up the marketing, even if I have an expensive campaign, it's okay because the repeat purchase actually allows me to do that.
Got it.
But it's not that easy then, and it also depended on the category. Like for example, bags. We used to sell bags. Of course, no one would buy like.
Pag nanakawan sila, every month.
Well, that's true.
Nakawan na naman ako ng new print. Okay. I need a new one, same colorway. Okay.
So,
you need to outsource to your snatchers. Only targeting.
Them, I guess.
Targeting nyo yung mga new print.
I have to make them.
Para repeat purchasers. Okay.
Yeah.
No, but I want to now understand one more thing. So just go back to the team. How would you hire now? If you're gonna, because very important.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you cannot get the right co-founder.
Right.
And the way you fill in the gaps is by hiring.
Yeah.
How would you hire now, James?
For me, well, it depends. Kasi right now we're hiring several key senior people.
Okay.
And so for me, it's super different hiring a senior person and someone like junior for sure. So I would always go with someone of my experience because if they've already done this and done that, they would be able to easily speak the language that I speak, especially coming from the e-commerce setup. I mean, probably in other places also. So someone who's been there and done that. And I guess if they're a fresh grad, because we also do that sometimes, we have to make sure that they understand the language easily, like during an internship phase. So we do these trial periods we get you as an intern first and then we absorb you. So a lot of the team members that we have now that are doing super well were previous interns. And some of them became managers na.
Wow.
And leads.
Long game.
So that's like what we do at Armada.
And it's very important when you come in as a fresh grad or an intern, especially in a startup.
Yeah.
Don't expect that somebody will train you.
Right.
The one thing that we always look for a startup ready person to come into a startup is the ability to learn shit on their own.
Yeah.
AKA GMG.
GMG.
Google mo JJo. Ayan. Okay. There's now a chat GPT. What the hell? I don't need to teach you. You need to understand what the problem is, figure it out, and put it into work.
Exactly.
Because if you're the type of person that you would need to be trained in order for you to function here, wrong company. Yeah. You need to go to those structured companies.
Exactly.
You're going to be part of this whole armada of, pun intended,
training.
Correct. Startup hindi. GMG is the game.
That's true.
Or chat GPT mo yan. Okay. You need to put it into work.
Exactly.
Because if you don't have that DNA and you expect someone to tell you all the time, it's going to be hard for you to thrive here.
There's so much things happening.
Diba? You need to make ambag from
you
whatever.
Have to carry your own weight. And then.
Okay. Last question about how this is going to work. In terms of how you now function as a, again, potential company creator. So you've already talked about what you call this?
Shirley?
Huh?
What? Sorry.
Ano yung first three? Sorry, I forgot.
Market.
Team.
And then product. Yeah.
I want to talk about distribution.
Okay.
GTM. Go-to market.
Go-to market strategy. Okay.
So a lot of people will always say, especially first-time founders when I mentor them, I want to scale this.
Right.
Dude, there's nothing to scale. The fucking thing that you have is not yet scalable yet. So don't scale a problem.
Yeah.
Scale a company. Because people are so excited sometimes to build a company when you don't even have a problem solution fit yet.
Yeah. That's true.
Right?
That's true.
There's nothing to scale. So I want to understand your go-to market now. Because you've done D2C, 0 to 1 several times. Neoprene, yung mga hindi pa na-hold-upan. Bumili na kayo ulit. Okay. You need 3 of those. Okay?
Yeah. 3 a year. 3 a year.
But how would you do go-to market now? Considering what you know. Okay. Every single thing adds to the P&L. Go-to market. In the end, every single product needs to make money.
Right?
How would you do go-to market? Make it rain ba agad? Or are you gonna be creative? What's gonna be your approach?
Well, for me, it's always like definitely not make it rain agad. Just test things first. I guess like for e-commerce businesses or products, there's definitely several ways to do it. What I would usually do is try to find the channel that I would be a total master in. I'd be a total expert in, and I would focus there. A lot of the, I guess, like people say, kasi na diversify. You have to diversify your traffic. But for me, like, if I find one channel that I can master, I would go all in there, and diversify like along the way.
Like, what are the examples? Because I've seen just recently, live selling. Oh my God!
Right. Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm cussing, but I didn't realize how big it is.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't buy like that. Okay, I hindi ako papabudol sa inyo. Okay. I'm watching cat videos. That's what I'm watching, or NBA videos or podcasts. That's what I'm consuming. But like again, that's inexpensive.
Exactly.
There's ads. But what are your go-to na parang if you were to start now, what would you iterate or try first?
Well, for me, Meta is still number
Ito
1.
ka nga. Nasa Facebook ka pa rin eh.
Yeah. I know, but
wala kang FYP, Tito James.
Wala FYP, wala. Para 2 years pa lang ako nagtitiktok.
Nag-4 siya na ka nga. Okay. No, but what is that like? So Meta pa rin, your go-to move.
I would do definitely Facebook first kasi it's just super smart the way their algorithm is like built now. It's just super smart. And it's becoming smarter along the way. But it changes. So you have to be really attuned to what's happening there.
Got it.
And there's a lot of experts outside the Philippines. In the Philippines, there's not a lot. So that's an advantage on the technical parang distribution stuff.
Yeah.
So Meta's my go-to. TikTok is super big now. So that's what we're doing this year.
All right, sounds good. Now, last question before I let you go. It's an amazing episode. We are how many? 1 hour 35 minutes in.
Wow, I didn't even feel that.
A time warp, right?
Yeah.
It is. What would be your advice? Repeat founders, if you had an advice to yourself and to those people who are probably in the precipice, siguro yun nga, terminal lucidity, James.
Right.
If you had a chance to give an advice to yourself and to those people who are in that process na probably the best path is to step back.
Right.
Lick your wounds and whatnot. What would be your advice for those people?
Well, for me, the number one thing that I would do that I figured out eventually is to just try things out. Like when you're trying to figure out what to do next during that phase, it's important to you don't have to commit to like a 5-year plan, like a 10-year plan, agad-agad. That's
1 month lang. Alis ka agad.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
Wala kang sweldo.
Sana 2 months man lang.
Okay.
But, I mean, that's exactly it. Like, just try things out. Try to figure out where, like, the space where you want to operate in. And just try things out, like different stuff, like offer services, and then, but you don't have to commit. There's no pressure to commit agad-agad. Eventually, if you find something that might be worth it to commit to, then you could go all in again. But it's important to take the first steps, and it's like usually tiny steps during that phase. So instead of like going long, like go small. Go like, okay, this month let's try this. If it doesn't work out, it's fine. Let's move on to the next one.
Okay.
So that's what I would.
How about taking care of themselves?
Oh.
The part na pinakamahirap. or giving yourself, what would be your advice for them?
Right. Oh, that's super hard. Like, I mean, if you're not well, like if you're not able to take care of yourself, it exposes you to more wrong decisions. So I think that's priority number 0. Like, you have to make sure that you're able to decide well, you're able to sleep well. Easy to say, but I know it's super hard to do. Like, I was there, and but there's no way around it. Like, you have to make sure that you eat well, exercise, helps mentally. I exercise a lot now because I learned that it actually helps with the mental.
Yes.
So like I can't. So all those things are super important so that you can, get back on your feet and make the right decisions.
All right, that is amazing. Thank you so much, James. But again, before I let you go, invite people over. Mambudol ka na.
Okay.
So, ano yung binibenta mo dyan and how much? And where do they find your products? Na repeat purchase, Repeat purchase. Don't buy one time. You need a lot of these every month. Okay, go.
So we have several brands under Armada brands. The first one is Goodies Nutrition. Check us out on our website and all the
QR code here. Ayan,
e-commerce channels. Ayan, thank you. Goodies Nutrition, Watercolor Hydration. It's gonna be the next big health brand for sure. And we have more brands coming along the way. We also have Nuprine on the side. We also have a dog food brand called Nala Fresh Dog Food. It's like basically our take on dog food. So those are 4 brands.
Kumain kayo ng dog food.
Actually, I do eat. I mean, the samples. I do eat the samples.
That's why there's something different about you today. You look like a good boy. Okay.
I've been taking too much samples.
Okay. The fuck? I was joking. You're real?
We actually do it.
Yikes,
because it's real food. It's real food. Like,
okay.
It's actually fresh food and then just blast frozen. I'm selling.
What the hell? I learned something new today from a human eating dog food.
That's Nala Fresh Dog Food. Check it out.
All right.
That's it for now.
Again, thank you so much, James. But before I let you go, follow us on whatever podcast app you're listening to, whether it's YouTube. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions about founders and whatnot, please do let us know because this will be our vehicle moving forward. Again, we're titos now. 7 years ago, we were youngins. Yung mga pinagsasabi namin, it's a bit cringe fest. But again, this is going to be something that will be continuing in 7 years on of Hustle Share and Founders only. So please do support us and give us comment and feedback so that we can keep doing what we're doing. And if we did say some jargon, it's going to be on hustleshare.com to check out every single thing that we said. Mga pinagsabi niyang rowas na yan, right? It's going to be on hustleshare.com. And if you want to support the podcast in doing content like this, please do support us at premium.hustleshare.com. Again, James, thank you very much.
Thanks so much, man.
All right, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.
You've just witnessed greatness in the making. These aren't just success stories, they're blueprints for your future. Founders Only, where ambition meets wisdom. You've heard their stories. Now it's time to write yours. Founders Only, streaming now on all platforms. Subscribe and never miss a story. They risked everything, failed spectacularly, and came back stronger. Founders Only, the show where successful entrepreneurs reveal what it really takes. Where risk meets reward. Get ahead now. Subscribe to Founders Only on YouTube and Spotify for breakthrough conversations, expert advice, and the insights your competition doesn't have.